This is the Wolverine? I was expecting to meet Hugh Jackman. Still a nice missile tank, though.
Hello everybody, Sparkster1701 here. This month we're going to look at a bunch of the LEGO G.I. Joe vehicles that I've built recently. I put up a poll several months back and we're taking a look at some of the winners of that poll. First up is the Wolverine. The Wolverine is a missile tank. It was originally released in 1983. And as you can see here, it is a pretty decent representation. Of course, since I don't have the real one, many of you who aren't fans, you'll have to take my word for it. I know some of you are going to say that this looks rather silly, and it does, to be admittedly truthful. But we also got to remember that even realistically done military toys, like many of the G.I. Joe vehicles, they were designed as a toy first. Then added the military specialties added to it. So we kind of had to deal with that with it. But at any rate, it does feature a lot of the things from the real toy. We even have a bit of plastic tubing here to be the towing hook, the tow line that the toy came with. My biggest hope is that this doesn't break as easily, because the one that came with the Wolverine toy was famous for breaking. On the back here, we even have a universal tow hitch, so we can tow some artillery. But we also have a fold-down flap here with some small storage inside. So that's a nice added bonus. Plus, we do have a couple of tools mounted on here. We got a shovel and a sledgehammer. On the original toy, these were just molded on details, so it's nice that we have them as real details here. And of course, also unlike the real toy, which had fake treads, this one has real treads. It helped if I lowered it down for the camera, and as you can see, they do really work. Let's get it down here on the table. The table doesn't have enough things to be traction. Yeah, well. Gotta love how it is around here. But we also have an engine cover that can be raised up. And just like the toy, it has 12 Stinger missiles. Take one out here so you guys can see what it looks like. It's not much. It's just basically a Technic pin attached to a Lego cone. But still, the fine folks at Geewunner Customs did a heck of a job making it. And like the real toy, you can rotate the missile rack all the way around. And while you can move the missile racks up and down, the Lego version allows them to move independently, whereas on the regular toy, you basically moved both of them at the same time. Plus, we got a special added feature that I created for it myself. Unfortunately, we took the seat out as well while doing this, so bear with me a moment. There we go. I took the time to make its driver CoverGirl. While it's not a perfect likeness of her, I kind of went with a transition period in between things. since the original animated model of CoverGirl that was seen in the Mass Device miniseries, she had longer hair like this, but it was done in a blonde color. When she appeared in later episodes, it was more in this auburn style, but it was done up shorter, more to match how her toy appearance was. CoverGirl also has the distinction of being the only female to come with a vehicle in the vintage line. Throughout the first several years, G.I. Joe did incorporate one female character into its toy line. Like in 82, we got Scarlet. In 83, we got CoverGirl. In 84, we got the Baroness. In 85, we would get Lady J. In 86, we would get Zorana. And then in 87, we would get Jinx. It would not be until the 1990s before G.I. Joe had another female. But all that was a new version of Scarlet. There was, of course, also the addition of the Street Fighter character Chun-Li, but not everybody in G.I. Joe includes the Street Fighters as part of G.I. Joe canon, so it was indeed one of the more diverse lines. I do know that Half the Battle Timmer did a video about a year or so back talking about all the boys' toy lines that had females in them and their ratio of female to male characters. And while G.I. Joe had the most females, given the fact that there was several hundred toys of the different figures, the ratio came out very low. But of course, it also definitely beat out the Transformers that we talk about all the time here. Because while the Transformers did feature females in their cartoon, it wasn't until the modern times here that we actually got toys of the females. RC was considered during the Generation 1 line, but she never got anywhere beyond prototype stage. But at any rate, this was definitely a nice and interesting build. I'm certainly glad that I got it. But what do all of you think of it? Please let me know down in the comments section. Until next time, this is Sparkster1701 saying I will catch you all later.